Welcome to Look and Live. Okay, we're gonna continue with our 8 laws of health. We are in presentation number 5. Yeah, we're gonna talk about number 5 today. Last time we spoke about rest, and this was. I'm hoping you're getting enough rest. I'm still working on mine. I got bad habits that I need to overcome. It's not gonna be an overnight change for me, but certainly I'm making some changes. Here's the thing. In today's lesson or presentation with Dr. Randy Bivens, we're going to be talking about sunlight, the importance of sunlight as a health practice. Why do we need to get some sunlight? What's the significance of it? And time and so on. Why is that important for your health, friends? Wait till you hear that one. By the way, if you happen to be new to the channel, make sure you give me a like, subscribe, thumbs up, click the bell icon as well so you can get more of our notification uploads. Okay. All right. Without further ado, let us now get into the heart of the message. This is Dr. Randy Bivens. I'm going to turn it over to him. All right. Let's now get into the heart of the message.
Hi, I'm Dr. Randy Bivens. When the Beatles wrote the popular song, Here Comes the Sun, they might have been celebrating the sun's return to their rainy home in England. It's warm, it's bright. The sun is generally thought to be a pretty happy component in our everyday lives. But why do we need it? What makes it indispensable to our lives? 2 words: vitamin D. There is a cholesterol-like compound in our blood that transforms into vitamin D when exposed to sunlight. This vitamin D is then converted to its active form by the liver and then by the kidneys. Well, that begs the question, why do we need vitamin D? What happens if you don't have enough? For years, we've understood vitamin D's role in regulating calcium levels and how a deficiency can cause both rickets and osteoporosis. Today, we know that vitamin D also has an important role as a steroid hormone in gene modulation. This means vitamin D can help turn on health-promoting genes while suppressing bad genes, especially oncogenes, a gene group that promotes cancer. And let us not forget vitamin D's very important role as an antioxidant. Sun exposure among men was studied in a recent cancer research article. Those receiving the most sun experienced a 50% reduction in prostate cancer relative to those who received the least sun. This is only one example, as vitamin D has also been shown to reduce many other types of cancer. This doesn't mean that you should spend every minute of every day basking under the sun. Most people need to spend only a short time in the sun to maintain healthy vitamin D levels. Once a person makes enough vitamin D, any extra is turned into inactive substances. An adequate storage of vitamin D during summer months usually provides sufficient amounts for the winter months. There are 2 wavelengths of ultraviolet radiation that we should be aware of: UVA and UVB. The production of vitamin D requires UVB radiation, which is blocked by most sunscreens. It's the UVA rays that are not blocked by most sunscreens, yet are the most dangerous for most types of skin cancer. What this means is that by using a sunscreen product, you've reduced your vitamin D level. You've also done very little to decrease your risk for skin cancer. Ultimately, sunshine is important for cancer reduction, rickets prevention, and reducing osteoporosis. Moreover, sunshine can also keep you happy. You might have heard of seasonal affective disorder, otherwise known as SAD or SAD. It's a type of depression that occurs at the same time every year, starting in the fall and then improving in the spring. This type of depression is energy draining and makes you feel moody, often for what frustratingly feels like no reason at all. If you're going through this now, go and try to find a patch of sun. SAD is caused by decreasing amounts of sunlight and colder weather. Providing bright light at the correct wavelength is called phototherapy. Researchers have found that this changes the chemistry of the brain while boosting vitamin D levels. In fact, phototherapy in the form of light boxes radically improves SAD. Phototherapy is an option, but choosing to have your home in an area where the sun often shines is ideal. It's understandable that not everyone can live next to a sunny beach, but we encourage you to do your best to make sun a priority. Incorporate just 20 to 30 minutes of natural warmth-bringing and mood-lifting sunlight in your life and see how it works to lead you down a path of wellness.
Okay, it's time to get some sunlight, somebody says. Yeah, I love that. Vitamin D, antioxidant, helps to cure cancer. UVB, sunscreen blocks vitamin D. It reduces it to a large degree, in which can expose you to cancer. So it's good to know when you're getting those sunlight, no sunscreen. It's one thing you're at the beach, you're gonna be there for hours. I get that. But if you are just getting sunlight, just sitting on your porch and so on, let us not use any sunscreen. Very, very good presentation here. SAD, seasonal affective disorder, can be cured by vitamin D, phototherapy. 20 to 30 minutes of sunlight every day is the goal. Especially right now in the winter, it's kind of like difficult. So we have to, you might get some days that are sunny, but most days it's like cold and rainy right now, at least where we are. So yeah, it's certainly true. I found that even it boosts my energy and so on as well. Feels better, sleep better at night. So getting your vitamin D from the sun is ideal instead of going through like milk and so on, which we're not supposed to, especially not cow's milk. Not a good practice. But that's another discussion in itself. So the sun is very significant, guys. We need more of that. Actually, in the Bible, if you notice how the chief gods of the pagans was the sun god, right? And that wasn't by chance. It's because the pagans studied so much human interaction and behavior uh, in relation to the sun. They realized that the sun wasn't just good for the human body, but nature, the plants, just the world as a whole is impacted by the light of the sun in a positive way. So that's one of the reasons why. And when you connect that to Nimrod, Nimrod became the chief god of the sun, so on. So that's why we would notice in the Bible there's a lot of sun worship. So I know I'm going on a different direction here, but the point is just to show you that these people knew the value of the sun so much that they begin to worship the sun. That's extreme. We're not called to worship the sun. The sun is a created thing. Even today, in many Hindu religion, it's sun worship. When you look at yoga, many of the yoga moves or different salutation to the sun god. So nothing new under the sun. As a matter of fact, Sunday, the day Sunday, most people go to church on Sunday, which is really not a biblical day. The real day is Sabbath. But anyway, Sunday has its origin with Rome and the god of Apollos. They used to worship the sun. So Sunday was taken and adopted through Constantine by the church under the same notion to give praise to the sun god. And Sunday was, to the pagans, the brightest day of the week. So it's good to study that. There's a little history in that. And we can talk more about this. But the point is, sunlight is very significant for our health, and we need it more and more each and every day. So let's make it a priority to get more sunlight and take care of our bodies. That is the point of this study. And for those of you who live in places where you can't get it, understandable. Let's make plans for that in the summer and so on. That's my goal. What about you? What have you learned today? Comment below, share a thought and perspective with me as well. Friends, until next time, and as always, remember to look unto Jesus and to live by faith. Have a good one. Bye.